We play and call it work.
Hey folks, Janene from MiniWarGaming here with another how-to video for you. In this video, we are going to paint this wolf. The wolf is made by Gale Force 9, and we're going to paint it to be a black wolf. Our first color is going to be Incubi Darkness. We're going to mix it with a little bit of Lamian Medium. And we're going to paint this on almost all of the fur. I'm just leaving the areas that are in the darkest shadow, the black color that we prepped the model with. And I'm picking this color because I want the fur to kind of have a blue sheen to it. I really want to concentrate the color on the top of the head, especially this area around the cheeks where the fur starts to tuft out, and the top of the back. I want those areas to be the brightest. Once we finished with the Incubi Darkness, the next color we want to use is going to be the Fang. Again, I'm mixing it with a little bit of Lamian Medium, and I'm going to be painting it on top of my Incubi Darkness areas. Just painting slightly less of the wolf this time so that I start to contour the areas of the fur and I start to build the highlight up in the areas where the light really hits the fur. I want to make those areas really shiny as if this fur is catching the light and is really sleek. On the snout, there's a few areas where the fur is wrinkled a little bit and has some sculpted folds. We want to highlight the top of those to really exaggerate that movement on the snout. For our next highlight, we're still going to stay in the blue family of our grays. We're going to use the color Rust Gray. This is going to be a pretty selective highlight, really just picking out the areas that I want to have a little bit of shine at the very top of all of the fur. So areas like the curve of this back leg, I want to make sure that my highlight curves with it, along all the folds of the snout, the tuft of fur at the cheeks, as well as the ears and the eyebrow fur. Our next color is going to be Fenrisian Grey. And with this color, I really want to pick out all of the fur detail that's sculpted into the mini now that I have my base highlights applied. So I'm going to do a light dry brush over the whole wolf. I'm just very lightly going over the mini to catch all of the top of all of the sculpted fur so that all of the detail really stands out. After that light dry brush with Fenrisian Grey, I'm going to do a light dry brush of Ceramite White. However, this time I'm not going to dry brush the whole area. I just want to get the top of his back to make that area that the sun's shining down on the brightest. Now that we've picked out all of the fur, I want to tint the shadows. I'm going to do that using two shades. I want to use Agrax Earthshade and Drakenhof Nightshade. The Drakenhof Nightshade is going to keep my blues, and the Agrax Earthshade is going to add a little bit of brown so I have some variety in the color on the fur. I really want to paint the Drakenhof Nightshade on the underbelly, outlining the haunches, and then I want to paint the Agrax Earthshade next to all of the areas that I just painted with that Drakenhof Nightshade, as well as on the mane and the tail. I'm also going to contour the ridges on the snout and the area right on the eye socket. And after the shades have dried, I want to go back in with my Fenrisian Grey and really push the highlight in a few areas just to add some color differentiation, as if there's a few patches of fur that are a little bit lighter, especially around the eye, the top of the snout, and the top of the back. And then I'm going to use my Ceramite White and add one final highlight, concentrating this mostly around the face so that that area is a focal point on the mini. Alright, after that final highlight, the fur on this wolf is complete. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more how-to videos, I have another one where I paint a textured muddy base in the MiniWarGaming Vault in the link down below in the description. If you don't already have a Vault membership, go ahead and click the link. You can sign up for a 7-day free trial and get access to my tutorial as well as hundreds of other videos in the MiniWarGaming Vault. So go ahead, click the link, start your free trial, and happy wargaming!